soon.
Nice, here we go.
There we go.
You guys ready?
All right, so the first thing they're going to be doing is going to Forest Follies and collecting coins because they need coins to buy weapons, so then they can do the weapon swap glitch efficiently. Forest Follies is a pretty Monka-esque level, so we'll see what happens.
One of the most Monka-esque levels in the whole run. TwoC still hasn't taken a hit yet. This is really good. Now, what's coming up here is a glitch where you can skip the acorn maker by sliding under it like that. You can clip into the wall and just skip killing that. And TwoC gets it for second or third try there. That was really good.
Nice.
So he ends for us with about a mid 55, which is, even for a run, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's really good, especially for a race.
Nice. Both runners with really good race times for sure. So a really good start.
So on to root pack here. Or first they're gonna do the shop. If you if you buy the weapon and eggs at the same time, you can save the animation time and save about 4 seconds. So that's pretty nice.
There's not much to say about root pack. You really just have to mash. Set up a good trap like TwoC's doing right here, where you can set up a bunch of lobbers and roundabouts to just hit him. Other than that, there's not much.
TwoCplus getting a good root pack.
Nice. Looks like we got the audio working.
All right. What was the audio bug?
I'm not sure. So for Rippy and Krogs, they can start with one of two attacks. They can just shoot Hadoukens at you, or they can shoot flies at you. And either way, you can skip phase 2, but with the fly pattern, you can save about 3 seconds over the other pattern, but it is a lot harder to get the skip.
Yeah. Looks like TwoCplus got the bulls pattern, which means there's a new strat that was developed pretty recently. If you hit the lobber on the ground next to the hitbox, it will deal double damage. And with the bulls, you can do double damage pretty easily since sometimes there aren't platforms on the ground. And TwoCplus is able to get a 45 even with the punch RNG, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, with
Sparkles
perfect
gets a 44, which is really good.
Yeah, that's really good. With perfect luck, even without the flies, you can get a 43, maybe even a 42, but that's never been done yet. But you can get a 43 just from what Puddings is talking about. You can get double lobber damage if you hit near the boss instead of hitting the boss directly.
Yeah. It's a pretty close race so far. Sparkles is able to keep up with TwoCplus so far. Goopy is really straightforward. It's just kind of shoot him and yeah, that's it. There's no RNG involved. Apparently the sound is not working. I'm not sure. I don't really know what's going on. 4-second delay. All right. So they're going on to Hilda here. There's a pretty big glitch that's really precise, and we most likely won't see it happen because, like, it's very RNG dependent and also precise. So we might see it, but we might not.
Yeah, definitely the hardest glitch in the run, I'd say.
Yeah.
A
Looks
lot
like
has to go
TwoCplus
right.
is on track to get it here.
Yeah.
Gets tornado.
So now 2C's gonna stop shooting here. He's trying to calculate the damage to lock Hilda in one of her phases that skips the final phase. And he did a little too much damage there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very precise. Like, I think it's like 2 bullet leeway or something like that. I'm not sure. Sparkles gets it. Oh,
nice.
Boy. Sparkles is on a really good run right now.
Yeah, and if you look at the timers, Sparkles is about 10 seconds slower than 2C's timer, which means that he's actually definitely ahead right now, for sure. So even if 2C gets the kill first, Sparkles is ahead by a little bit.
Hmm. Looks like 2C killed Hilda at like 550, and Sparkles got 547. So Sparkles is now ahead. We'll see 2CPlus got a 113 and Sparkles got a 103.
So 10 seconds saved over there in one fight. That's really good. Yeah, Cagney is a pretty good break from like Hilda. Hilda is just so hard, and so Cagney is a little easier. You can still die on Cagney even if you're good. He can troll you, and you can accidentally fall off sometimes, but you should be fine.
Yeah.
If you play it safe.
Both look like they're having pretty good fights right now.
The plants that are floating around are really random. They can just get out of your way sometimes, or they can get right in your way, and it can be really hard sometimes. Alright, 24 is a really good time for the flower.
24 is actually extremely good. Hey, we got the audio working. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna take note of when 2C enters aisle 2.
Yeah.
Since it's loadless, you kind of have to look at the timer at certain points to really see how.
709.
Yeah. Okay.
So he is ahead. 2C.
He's ahead by about 2 seconds. That Cagney kind of pulled him ahead. Okay, on to Berenice. There's pretty much 5 different mini bosses that you can get here, and you get 3 of them. So it's pretty RNG dependent on what time you get.
The worst one is the
TwoCplus is getting bad RNG.
Yeah, he's getting the Jawbreaker here. Look at the death animation. It just doesn't stop. So you have to wait for that, and we don't want that.
Got 2 Jawbreakers, dude. This race is cursed.
A normal speedrun of this category is about 26 minutes, but that's loadless, so it's really about 30 minutes, like in real time.
Oh no, dude.
Sparkles dies.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Dying on Berenice is always really feels bad.
Yeah, he missed like a cycle. When the waffle does his attack, he becomes invincible, and I'm pretty sure that kind of messed him up a little bit there.
2C's gonna grab the bombs now, and he's gonna go up to Wally. Wally is really hard. It's really hard to dodge his attacks in the first and the last phase. The second phase, you can dodge if you practice enough, but it's a really hard boss for sure. To do optimal damage, a lot of times you have to take a hit on purpose, which means that there's really not much room for error later on. So it's really hard to take hits on accident and still like get this fight done really fast. 2C freezes Wally at the top of the screen here, which is really makes hitting him in the face like a lot more difficult. It's not as much room to dodge, and you can't get your bombs up as high. But
he handled it really well, though.
Yeah, he handled that really well. And the baby bird shouldn't be a factor, and he's going to do a quick pause, and the pause gets the final form onto the screen faster. And the EXs, the minigun EXs, do a lot of damage here to the final phase. You can hit him a lot. And 2C just opted to just not use the EXs at all, which is very interesting. He definitely could have killed that maybe 2 or 3 seconds faster just from the final phase itself, but it worked. He got the kill, and what's important right now is that he doesn't die, obviously. He wants to keep this lead.
Yeah, looks like Sparkles is having a pretty good fight so far. He's got him locked in a good position. At 1 HP though.
At 1 HP, the final phase is very scary because when you are under the bird doing damage, the bird can go to the left or to the right. And if he goes to the left and he starts shooting garbage at you, there's nowhere to dodge. A lot of times you can just die and there's nothing you can do. But he goes to the right for Sparkles, which is very fortunate because he didn't have any health to mess around with the garbage.
Yeah, he played a little safe there, but it worked. He survived.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy.
Now,
okay, you can explain Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this run we got Hilda freeze, which means that Hilda was the first level of the game where we see a phase skipped in a boss. But here we can skip another phase. We can actually skip 2 phases and lock them in this sarcophagus that 2C is fighting right now. If you can do enough damage to Genie early on, then you can just lock his last 2 phases within this sarcophagus phase. And you can just keep him here. And this saves a lot of time, but it's very scary. And 2C does a really good job there. You have to stay like on his face, and then his projectiles don't hit you. But the problem is that the ghosts can still hit you. Yeah, 52 is really good. The best you can get is a 50, and that's if you're like a god and you get really good luck. So 52 is actually insane.
Sparkles looks like he took a hit in the beginning, which can be scary.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully he's able to. I think maybe he's not going for the
I don't know. And if you were looking at 2C, or if you're looking at Sparkles now, what you're supposed to do is go in the lower left of the screen and shoot bombs, and that hits a hidden hitbox in under the screen, under the stage, and that's how you can do enough damage to just lock the Genie in the sarcophagus phase.
Sparkles needs to play safe here. He has 1 HP. Oh, and yeah, 2C+ is doing Beppy glitch. It's another one of those things where he kills the second phase during the first phase, so it kind of just like the game kind of just doesn't know what to do, and it dies.
Wow, 31. Like, oh my gosh. These are some really good times.
Sparkles clutched it out. Good job to Sparkles.
Yeah.
He's having a really good run right now. So is 2C. 2C is actually on very good pace.
Yeah, I wonder how close he is to his PB right now. This is a good run. 31.
He's probably like plus 10 or plus
is really good. And for most fights where you can do that, where you can kill 2 phases in one, it's usually helpful, but sometimes for some fights it just doesn't help at all. You can just soft lock the game. So it's a lot of this game is also just like glitch knowledge, just knowing like when you can do something, when you can't. Because a lot of the soft locks in this game are learned the hard way. But yeah, that mechanic only works for some bosses for some reason, and for others it just ruins the game.
Sparkles also got it. 1 HP though. Has to play safe.
Getting Beppy glitch is very scary with 1 HP. These dogs are very random, and they can stay alive for a long time, or they can disappear like really, like immediately almost.
Yeah,
it really
the lobber EX will like kill them.
Yeah.
He took a death.
Yeah, that's really hard.
2C+ got a 31 on Dragon though. It's an extremely good time.
Yeah, 2C+ just breezing through aisle 2 right now.
Sparkles are just going to cut his losses and go for normal Beppy fight.
And we're not just saying these times are good for a race. We're saying like if he was going for a world record, he would be happy with the times he just got on aisle 2. Like those were really insane.
Yeah.
All right, so the B, the first thing that happens is the policeman B comes at you, but you can kill him pretty fast. And the only problem is if you get hit and like by the policeman B, but there's only like a couple ways that can happen. Usually if you're being greedy, then you can get hit, but 2C gets the middle pattern for the B. The B can, there's a 1/3 chance that the B can come down the middle, and you can hit the B a lot more if this happens. There is a little luck with the platforms you get. It looks like he's going to get the kill.
He got it.
Oh, he got it, barely.
Sparkles finishing up Beppy, finally. He's making it through.
Nice.
31. You can get like a 29 on the B, but he
like
kind of got bad platforms, so...
Yeah, he barely got the glitch. Usually if that doesn't happen, if she spawns on one of the sides, then you can get like a semi-quick kill where you can kill her when she's powering up to go into her final phase. But he saved a lot of time there. If 2C plays without any major mistakes, it'll be very hard for Sparkles to catch up.
This match will get red hot.
Yeah. Roba here's a place where 2C+ can choke though. He doesn't kill the top part, which is a bit awkward, so let's see how he handles it. Should be fine. He gets it. Okay.
Nice, that was a bit monk-ass, but he got it. Sparkles doesn't get the glitch, so he has to chill at the back of the dragon where there's no hurt box. And he has to look out for these fireballs. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, dude, Sparkles
they can
so
rebound.
Man.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It doesn't have to happen that way.
Not like this. Okay, Sally's stage play. It's a pretty simple fight, but at the same time, there's a lot of small optimizations.
Yeah.
That kind of differentiate from like a really high level to like a normal level, I guess.
She is hard to. I think she's hard to hit at the beginning for her first phase. You can lose bullets pretty easy there. I think the first phase can be hard to optimize, and this is one of the fights that's being still being optimized right now. People are trying to work on how to make this more consistent. 2C having a pretty solid fight so far though. He's just gonna tank these mice. He doesn't care. He wants to do as much damage as possible so that this meteor doesn't spawn. And now he's gonna get barely enough for one card, and that'll be enough to just close out the fight right there.
Mm-hmm. He's
doing a lot of damage to the final phase during the second to last phase, where he's taking the hit on purpose and just like, you know, clocking the boss. It deals a lot of damage to the final phase too.
Master Saru, Legacy is actually like more popular than current patch just because it's faster, I guess. But people do run current patch. Good number of people.
Yeah, current patch has the second most popular category in this game.
This match will get red hot.
It's very easy to switch to the old version, so yeah.
Yeah, it takes about 10 seconds on Steam.
Yeah. Werner Werman is another really simple fight. His hitbox never goes away, so it's just pumping as much damage as he possibly can. And looks like 2C+ is doing really well right now. Swinging the roundabouts and stuff like that. That should be like a 32. I wasn't paying attention. Did Sparkles get BRNG?
Did he get the BRNG?
Like the middle pattern?
He did not.
Oh, okay. Well, he gets a pretty quick kill considering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Berenice is the scariest boss, I think, in this whole game. It's close, you know. There are some pretty hard
unless you're
bosses,
like a
honestly.
god at the game, like world record holder,
yeah,
or close to it. He can just
even then you
completely
need to be
screw
lucky.
you over with his patterns.
Yeah, but even if you can just like whiff 2 EXs and, you know, not get it anyways, even if you play perfectly. Berenice starts out with the gun every time you fight him, and in order to do damage, like a lot of damage, you have to just be up in his face. So it's really hard to just, you know, stay there and not get hit. So you have to memorize, like all the top runners have to memorize the gun patterns that he can shoot. And so most people just know what he can shoot. And the hardest patterns are when he puts the gun away and just takes it out again. And when that happens, it's really hard to save time, and it's really hard to damage him optimally.
Yeah, 2C+ did really well dodging the dogs by using his EXs to gain airtime. Looks like Sparkles had trouble with the robot, but he got it second try.
Nice.
Calamaria is also very scary. Pretty much after Werner, it's just a huge gauntlet of like extremely hard fights that can pretty much all kill the run. Calamaria is pretty monk-ass.
Yeah, a lot of times you have to
has a
damage
record
boost
of dying.
twice. Yeah. For some patterns, you have to damage boost twice. He's doing it for this one, even though it's optional. It's optional to damage boost right here. And it's really hard to survive because sometimes when you get one of those patterns, you just have to take 2 damage or else you lose a lot of time. And this wasn't one of them, but he had the option. But it looks like he's just gonna go ham here. He got a pretty easy pattern. He's not gonna do as much damage right here because he doesn't want to soft locker. He did a lot of damage at first, but he wasn't really close. So now he just has to look out for her face and for these spikes.
I think Sparkles died on Sally. I'm not sure.
Wow, those spikes were monk-ass. That was a big spike. That was like obstructed by her head. That was very hard to see. So good on 2C for not dying there. That was tough. So Sparkles choosing to bait the mice away so that he doesn't get hit. He got hit anyways, and definitely would have been better there for him to just set up a trap for the boss. A roundabout trap and lobber trap, and just take the hit on purpose. But he decides to play it super safe, and he gets the kill. So there's still a very big gap right now, and if 2C just closes this out, there's not much that Sparkles can do. But the end of the game is very hard, so we have to see if that'll happen.
All right, 2C+ is the Phantom Express master. See if he can bust out a 52.
Yeah, 2C is the best in the world at this fight. He also does it he does it a little differently. He does the third phase a little differently than everyone. I've decided to copy him because he gets insane fights. But he is definitely the best in the world at this right now. So he gets a pretty mediocre phase there, but this should be maybe a 56 or a 57.
Sparkles doing well on Werner over here. See if he misses the swag strat. Yeah, you can soft lock on the train, and it's just completely random, pretty much. No one really knows.
Nice, 55 still.
Yeah, 55 is super good time. TwoC+ now, he's going on to the final world. Only 2 more fights left. Probably, this next fight is probably one of the hardest fights in the game. Mostly, honestly, depending on what kind of RNG you get. Because right here, he can either get some hearts to help him out, or the game can just not give him hearts. And if the game doesn't give him hearts, then it's really scary.
Yeah, the game can be very unfair here.
Though.
A lot of times you can just play really well, and the monkey can just ruin your dreams. We'll explain the monkey when we get there, but there is a chance that the third fight in this can, even if you play it well, you can still just lose your run. And so King Dice is very scary. The first 2 aren't as scary. 2C has 4 HP here, and so he can take a hit here if he wants to. He didn't do as much damage. Hopefully he can get the kill before he rises back up.
He chose to play pretty safe there.
Yeah, he's playing it very safe. He just needs to keep this lead and close this out. He doesn't need to save, 2 seconds there. But you can basically just set up a trap for that boss if you want to, or you can just run into him and do more damage. And a lot of people opt to do that. Sparkle's taking a death at the end of Pirate.
Man, he's having all these very hard fights, and he just keeps getting unlucky at the end.
Yeah.
Pretty kind of sucks.
The only hard part about the domino is when you need to jump over the spikes right when the domino spits something out at you. Then it's really hard. But other than that, you should be fine. A lot of that of killing the domino is just trying to make sure that scenario doesn't happen where you EX right at the same time as he spits something out at you.
All right, Sparkles got Briny. Very nice.
2C is doing Monkey. Monkey is intended to be a memory matching game, but if you can time it very well. He just did it first try.
He's on
Nice.
fire, boy.
Yeah. If you can make the monkey barely bounce off the wall, then and if you scroll the screen after that happens, then you can just make the monkey leave the arena. And that is the fastest way to clear the last 3 bosses. You have a choice between 7, 8, and 9, and if you can do the glitch well, then 9 is definitely the fastest. And 2C does a really good job there. But that's what I was saying before, is sometimes you can time it very well, but the game just decides that it doesn't like you, and you can just lose a run there. But 2C does very good. 131 is sick. 131 is sick.
This man shows no mercy to Sparkles.
It's just a
dude.
game, dude. Like, relax.
Like, oh my god. He's showing no mercy. It's not PB pace, no. Yeah.
This match will get red hot.
2C+ on the devil. Let's
He
see
can
what pattern
PB right
he
now.
gets.
No, he can PB right now.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, if he Geobuffers, he can do it.
What? How much is he behind?
I think he can do it by like 2 seconds, dude.
Oh god, dude. Oh my god, he's like having a good fight too. Let's see what happens here, dude. I think he can PB, bro. He's about to get a PB.
Oh my gosh.
Sparkles is what does he have, a 24-23? It's gonna be nah.
Oh.
He
That was
gets
so
an
close.
extremely good time though. Sub 24:30. He's only 5 seconds away from his PB.
That was a very good run by 2C.
He finishes with a 45. I don't think if he got a 39, he could have PB'd, I guess, but
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's with
that's
Geobuffer, he could have done
insane
it.
to get a 39. Yeah, GG to 2C+.
Yeah, GG to 2C. He's definitely going to be happy about that. That's a very good time. That time is capable of beating anybody in the tournament, so anybody should be happy to get
Yeah,
that in a
that
race
time
for
is
sure.
better than both me and Sublime's PB, and he got
Yeah, he beat our PBs
I got
in a
4 in
race.
the chat for that, dude. Yeah, GG. All right, Sparkles, he's on Phantom Express here.
It can be very hard to kill these ghouls quickly without taking a bunch of hits. And there you see he wasted a lot of time. It's
Yeah.
really hard.
2C got a 113 Hilda on that run. And yeah, it was a really good run.
We'll probably be joined with 2C very soon here. Ooh, hello.
Nice run, dude.
Oh, thanks.
That was awesome, dude. You gotta, if you didn't get the 113 Hilda and you got like a normal forest and a couple other things, that would have been like very close to sub 24, I think.
Probably, yeah. Like,
What
I
was it,
actually-
113, dude?
yeah.
Couldn't you get the 112, dude? Like, come on,
I
bro.
mean, I think it was like 113.1, something like that. It's like really surprising because I was 23 seconds behind after Wally, and then I somehow saved 18 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Sparkles actually had like a super good run up to aisle 2. Like, he
Yeah,
got Hilda
Sparkles
and everything. He was like ahead of you.
Yeah, he was ahead of you after Hilda. He got the glitch and was about 3 seconds ahead. And then we got to see you just pull away. You basically beat him on by like 2 or 3 seconds on every fight until he eventually died.
No, he died on Berenice, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, you're right. He died very early
Yeah,
on. But
Sparkles is actually having really good fights, but he's just having some deaths.
Yeah,
Kind of sucks.
yeah, that's
He
like
got no
one
hearts
of
on
the
some dice. It's gonna be a bit rough.
I wasn't looking at your Berenice or your Bird, but the last 3 fights, Genie, Beppy, and the Dragon, were insanely good. Those were insane.
I got a gold split on Jimmy. Saved
Ah,
8
yeah.
seconds.
52.
Yeah. Also, it's like the new route, plus I had a 59, I think, on my PB. So I saved 8 seconds from all that. Insane.
All right, everyone, encourage Sparkles to finish this run.
Exactly. Let's go, Sparkles.
Can he get the sub 30? Let's see. That would be a good time for him to get, especially
Yep.
with all his deaths in a race. So, where did you, besides Hilda, where did you lose time?
Forest.
Everywhere.
Well,
I had
pretty sure your aisle
30
2 is really good, right?
I had a 37 Baroness,
Ooh.
40,
But-
44 Wally.
But then you got a really good Jimmy, Beppy, and Dragon, I think.
Yeah,
And
I
you
saved,
got BRNG.
yeah, I saved 11 seconds from these 3 fights.
Yeah.
And the B, of course, saved me. The Aisle 3 was really good as well. Probably, yeah, Calamaria was the only weak part, but I never
Dude,
do well.
I hate Calmaria, dude. Like, why does that boss exist? Sparkles, oof. Is he gonna kill King?
Oh,
Okay, dude. That
He was
okay,
very
that
close.
sucks, dude. Okay.
All right,
Ooh,
he
gotta
gets
be like
2 hearts
one
this
shot
time.
away.
Yeah, he was so close.
I honestly feel bad for him there.
Yeah. To be fair,
F.
Sparkles didn't get any hard RNG, which sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, Sparkles actually was having really good fights, so I say this is a good run for him.
Yeah, very impressive for the first aisle for sure. I think that might have been his fastest Hilda time. I don't know, man. That seemed like pretty good.
I think he got like a 530x or something. I don't know.
Seriously?
Yeah.
For his PB, for his level, that's insane. That's so good.
Yeah.
So 2C, we know that you're pretty much the best in the world at train, and you're also you helped a lot of people with Dragon. What are some of the other fights that you're most comfortable with? Like, which fights later on in the tournament do you think are going to be your strong point, where you can catch up to even the best runners?
My baby fight is good, but the thing is, everyone's baby fight is good, so rip.
My root pack fight.
Yeah, there's
is
not as much
really good.
variance for Beppy.
Yeah, my root pack is the best in the world.
I think your aisle 2 is just really insane.
This guy didn't even get the 27, dude.
I tried, alright.
Oof, Sparkles
guess-
misses Monkey.
I guess Werner Verman is another one, but again, it's really simple fights. I guess I win a little bit of time there, not much.
Sparkles he has 4 HP.
He's got
I don't
this.
think it's physically possible for Sparkles to die.
Yeah.
I think he parries.
Put
He
balance
parries
control.
though. No, he's good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Nice. Sparkles closes it out.
Easy.
Dude, come on. Dude, who thinks Sparkles can bust out a 39 here on the devil? Because I do.
The 39?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
He's gonna bust out a 39.
Wait, is it possible? I don't even know.
Or is it?
Yeah, for sure.
Like without charms?
Yes, yeah. I've gotten 39s without charms.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
I guess I need to practice, man.
Practice the Geobuffer, dude.
The Geobuffer.
Even though some other dude was doing it a year ago, it's still the Geobuffer.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey was thinking weird.
Yeah, me and 2C+ looked at this like 9-month-old Nomkey PB and he was doing it. It's kind of a meme.
Yeah,
But-
everyone thought it was GOG version. The only way you can do it.
How did the community not figure that out after like 9 months?
We're pretty
This
stupid. dude.
didn't see?
We were literally doing the incorrect aisle 2 overworld route for like half
For
a year.
so long.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And then praise Wolf, the saber.
Yo, actually, he's the only one with a brain, dude. So like,
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot of things in this game where you assume that they're correct because other people do it. Isle 2 was just like that, where people were like, you know what, I haven't tested this route, but other people probably have. And it was just slower the whole time. Sparkle's about to close this out. He's got 2 HP.
GG.
Nice. GG's to Sparkles.
That was honestly, even though it was a 31-55, that was he had some good fights there.
Yeah, he had some really good fights.
Hopefully Sparkles will join us soon.
He was ahead of one of the best players in the world for almost all of Isle 1. Nice, so we are now waiting for Sparkles for the end of the match interview. Wow, imagine if you could have matched your PB up until Wally 2C. You would have been very close to sub 24.
Yeet.
Hello, Sparkles.
Hello.
Dude, your Isle 1 was sick, okay?
Dude,
I
I
don't care
was
what else
actually,
That was sick.
I was actually so happy after Isle 1. I was like, this is it. And then Wally, I was like, this isn't it.
Berenice, you died, remember?
Oh yeah.
The waffle, you like he uses attack and that kind of messed you up, I think.
Was that your fastest Isle 1?
That was probably one of my fastest Isle 1 I can recall. That was a pretty thick Isle 1, I'll say. I got 2 gloves and Hilda skip.
2 gloves.
Yeah. I believe you got like a 44 frogs or something like that.
Yeah.
GG Sparkles.
GG 2C. What did you get 2C?
24-28.
Jesus Christ. I see.
I went beyond Super Saiyan, honestly.
Yeah, he powered up a little bit. We were talking about that. We didn't know if you were okay or not.
I'm not okay. I need to sleep.
You need to slow down, dude.
Dude, I powered up in Isle 1, that was it.
After Isle 1, 2C played like his life was on the line. I thought he might have been looking at the stream and just saw that you had an insane Isle 1 or something.
No, I'm not looking on streams.
No, me neither. I was just sort of like, I'll just play the game and just probably lose.
It's so good.
I think I asked you this before, but which fights do you struggle the most with usually, Sparkles?
Generally, for some reason, Wally has been annoying me lately. I don't know why. Wally just doesn't like me anymore.
Oh, Wally's just really hard for everybody, man.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone likes Wally, dude.
Yeah, he's a pain. I got good RNG and I still managed to die. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey,
and then,
Hey, you died on Wally?
Did I die on Wally?
I thought you didn't die on Wally.
Oh.
I can't remember, dude.
I wasn't happy with my Wally. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, never mind.
You died on Dragon, I think.
Berenice.
I did.
Yeah.
As I expected.
So we're about to wrap it up here. You guys have anything else? Any last remarks? What all I have to say is GG to both runners. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for everybody in chat. This was a really good race. It was really close for the first Isle, and then there were really good fights after that.
Yeah, I have to say one thing.
I think my Mario Kart practice didn't really pay off.
Ooh, the Curther 2C+ match, dude.
Cuphead is next. Monk ass, dude.
Monk ass.
You're gonna have to get another run like this, dude.
The Swedish boy is out again me.
Curther is scary.
You just need my Isle 1 and you're fine.
Bless me, Sparkles.
Dude, I'm lucky that my tier 1 opponent is free, so.
Jason, yeah,
dude. Jason free.
Alright.
All you have to with that sub 24.
I've lost 4 in a row. Do I even move on?
I don't know.
I think it's over.
Oh, anyways, thank you guys for commenting, and yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Ron, thank you all.
Yeah. GG all. GG commentators for commentating my good Isle 1.
Yeah, dude, okay. See you guys.
Alright, yeah.